Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Artful Manifesting. Thank you to those of you that have liked, commented, and shared my videos. And thank you so much for subscribing. That really is very encouraging to me and lets me know my videos resonate and encourages me to continue to provide content for you. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are letting the cards determine what you need to hear right now. So this is a timeless reading for all zodiacs. It's a pick a card reading, so you will choose one card or one stone. Let your intuition guide you to determine which reading is the message for you. You're welcome to listen to more than one if you're drawn to more than one, as well as listen to all three, as they may provide insight to different areas in your life or additional information to one specific situation. All right, I do put the names of all the cards in the description box below if that's something you're interested in. I'm going to be using these oracle cards to find out what is it that you are meant to hear right now. All right, for card number 1, we have Rebirth, which is card number 13 in this oracle deck. We also have, for number 2, Acceptance. And in this oracle deck, it's card number 42. In case you're a number person, the numbers may speak to you. And we have Harmony, which is card number 27. If you like to choose with the stones or crystals, let me tell you what we have. For pile number 1, we have the labradorite. And for pile number 2, we have blue aragonite. And for pile number 3, we have some jasper. So again, let your intuition guide you. Whichever stone, image, number, card you are most drawn to is most likely the right card for you. And you will find a link to that card, that reading in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card Rebirth. It's time to leave the old behind. Shedding the chrysalis, taking risk, as well as the stone labradorite. So let's see what message you are meant to hear right now. What message is pile number 1 meant to hear right now? If you hear any noise in the background, those are my dogs. All right, we have 3 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting, we have 2 owls, different suits. And Knight of Pentacles. All right, 3 Pentacles. All right, let's draw some oracle cards to help us with this message. I'm going to be using a few different decks. I do put the names of all the decks in the description box below in case you are interested in which cards I use. What message is pile number 1 into here right now? All right, that was a bunch that jumped out. Let me put them back in the deck and continue to shuffle. I think this one. All right. Cold moon, face your fears. The otter and cattail, peace. Bee spirit, sweet results await. And dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. Let me just scooch all these up just a bit. There is an opportunity to bring harmony and peace to a situation, whether that is a harmony and peace with others or harmony and peace within yourself. Depends on you and what's going on in your life currently. With the Queen of Swords, we have a person who is a good communicator, a good listener, a person who's nurturing, a person who makes other people know and feel that they are heard and listens to everything, all sides, all opinions, all points of view, and then uses fairness and logic to act and make decisions. And so you're being guided to expand that. And directly underneath the Queen of Swords is the otter and cattail, peace. So again, there's this message of bringing peace to the situation. And we also have dear spirit, bring a gentle touch, which again, it's about this diplomacy and communication and understanding and knowing that there's more than one way to do something, and not perceiving the situation as good or bad, right or wrong, but trusting the process is what comes to mind. We have here, what's interesting is in the 3 of Pentacles and the card beneath it, face your fears, we have a triangle. We have these 3 pentacles, which are all equal, and then we have this triangle, an equilateral triangle, I believe, where all 3 sides are the same length, all 3 angles are the same within each corner. So there's this idea of equality. And so Again, remember that this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest for others. It could be for some of you that maybe you aren't being heard. Maybe you aren't feeling that you are being allowed to be present in this collaboration in an equal way. And if you're working in a team or a group, or it could be the other way around, where maybe you really feel strongly about your path, method, ideas, opinions, that you're not listening to others' ideas. So depending on which resonates with you, either way, you know, the advice is the same: to expand your communication style in a way that it'll be received in a very diplomatic manner, in a way that's going to bring harmony and peace to the situation, which I do see you doing that. We started out with rebirth, shedding the chrysalis and taking risk. So the risk could be, you know, using your voice in a way maybe that you haven't before, so that you can work collaboratively with others and feel that your energy is equal in the project to others. The other thing that's interesting about these two triangular shapes and these two cards is, in this card, the triangle is pointing up, and in this card, the triangle is pointing down. And a triangle pointing up is a symbol for male, and the triangle pointing down is a symbol for female. In order to create, we need both energies. You need male and female energy in order to create something. And so whether this is, again, an opportunity to bring harmony within yourself, or an opportunity to bring harmony within a group, there is this message of working together. And even the three, we have three sides in a triangle. We have the Three of Pentacles with 3 coins. You know, 3 is the magic number. There's something about 3 working together, body, mind, and spirit, right? Or 3 people, or doing something 3 times. There's something magical about 3 that helps to manifest things into the physical world. If you hear noise in the background, that is my dog or dogs. I have more than one. And there's also this message of protecting. So again, depending on you, either you feel that you need to protect your creativity and your ideas, which is maybe why you're not so far being open to others' ideas, or perhaps you feel vulnerable speaking up, and so you have protected yourself with silence. And so again, it's either, you know, being open to hearing others, or speaking up yourself, or changing your communication style. I do, again, see this happening for you in whichever applies for you, because, you know, we have shedding the chrysalis and taking risk. So shedding whatever the old habit or pattern was as far as your communication style, and then embracing this new communication style. The Queen of Swords, being confident in what you say, but also gentle and diplomatic and nurturing. And so there's some way that you can bring that to either yourself and your own project, or and working with others. We have bee spirit, which of course, you know, bees are all about community and working together. And if you are someone that perhaps maybe feels like you know, the other situation could be that you're taking on too much and you haven't spoken up about others sharing I don't want to use burden, but the responsibility of whatever this creative project is, this endeavor, this work. Uh, Perhaps the balance is out of balance because you are doing more than your share. And so I really feel like maybe this is for the majority of you, that maybe you are doing more than your share, but you are concerned that if you speak up, that you may be perceived as not capable enough to handle things on your own, or that people will resent the extra work that they have to do. There's this misconception that it won't be received well. But, you know, and the reason why I say that is if you look at this bee, it has little gears inside its back, and there's even little mechanical joints in its legs. And so I get this idea of you working like a machine and overworking and not taking time to rest and self-care. And so I think what this taking risk, face your fears is really speaking about for the majority of you is speaking up, you know, like the Queen of Swords, and letting others know that you do need some help. The Three of Pentacles is about assessing your resources as well. And so make sure that you are diplomatically and gently asking for help, and it's not going to be perceived as a weakness. For example, one way to do this is say, you know, this project that we're working on, and maybe you haven't been working on it with anybody else. Maybe you've been doing it by yourself, but you know, this project, there's this one aspect of it that I feel like your expertise could really help just take this project over the top. So you can ask for help in a way that elevates the other person and also simultaneously alleviates a little bit of responsibility for yourself, so that the part of the project that you are best at, you can focus on and do an even better job of. And the ultimate results will be sweet results. You know, sweet results await by you asking for this help. And what's going to be born out of that is this new way of doing things. So yeah, you know, I really feel like for most of you, that's what it is this imbalance is you taking on too much. You know, the donkey is a beast of burden, and I don't want you to be a beast of burden, and neither does spirit. And by you collaborating with others and inviting others to assist and help with whatever this is, you're also giving them an opportunity. So I think that's why this card is above this one. So the bee spirit is about asking for help, and the Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity that you'll be giving others, which is amazing. That's really great. And it's going to forge new relationships for you that then you can depend on in the future. And they're going to recognize what your strengths are and maybe bring opportunities to you in the future. So we see here the donkey or the mule finding this golden coin, right? Discovering more opportunities. So yeah, that is really nice. If you feel like you're working hard alone and maybe even overwhelmed, bring peace to yourself in the situation by asking for help. That's beautiful, yeah. And you just know, just trust the process. Trust that it's going to people are going to be perceive you asking for help as you giving them an opportunity, not you giving them a burden, and not seeing you as not having the skill set or the capability to do it on your own. You do, but in this way, it's going to be better for everyone involved. All right, that is amazing. I hope that helps. Hope it resonates. If it did, please like, please subscribe. That helps me, lets me know that you are resonating with the messages, and it encourages me to keep providing content for you. So good luck on this endeavor. Wishing you the best. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card, you can surrender, or sorry, you can let go now. Surrender to what is. Acceptance, letting go, water, non-resistance. As well as the blue aragonite. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Aragonite stone, which is a good ally for meditation. All right, let's see what message you are meant to hear now. As always, I do put the names of the cards that I use in the description box below if that's something you're interested in. All right, we have 9 of Wands. And 6 of Pentacles. The Devil. And the Hanged Man. All right. Let's see what other messages we get. I'm going to choose one from this oracle deck. And one card from this oracle deck. What message does pile number 2 need to hear at this moment? And a couple from this oracle deck. What message does pile number 2 need to hear at this moment? All right, we have talk to the moon, communicate. The skunk and magnolia, protection. If you hear some little footsteps in the background, those are my dogs. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. And dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. The bird sitting on top of this water buffalo is called an oxpecker, and they do have kind of a nice relationship in that the ticks and little bugs that are on the water buffalo do provide food for the oxpecker. It will come and remove those little insects and bugs from the water buffalo. However, the oxpecker doesn't stop there. It will actually, if you look closely, you see like a little injury here. It will actually peck at the flesh of the water buffalo and consume its flesh. And, you know, the Six of Pentacles is about balance and an exchange of energy, an exchange of resources. And so you're being guided to bring balance into your life by setting boundaries. You don't want anybody pecking away at you specifically, right? If they're helping you, that's one thing. But sometimes, you know, we extend a helping hand and we end up doing more and more and more. And it may happen, you know, a little bit at a time, but I get the sense that some of you may now be feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you don't even realize that you do. One clue to being overextended is how we communicate with others. And here we have talk to the moon, communicate. When we find ourselves being kind of short or snappy with others, that's usually because we have overextended ourselves, and now it feels as if, you know, our energy is being depleted. It's not just the energy, help, resources that we extend to others, but now it feels like it's actually being taken from us. And the Nine of Wands and the Skunk and Magnolia both speak of setting boundaries and protection. And so you do want to protect your energy and your resources before you start to feel overwhelmed or overextended, before you get to that point to where your communication sounds, you know, a little maybe more resentful, or you feel a little bit more resentful. So, you know, you can let go now, surrender to what is. So surrendering to the idea of self-care and taking care of yourself. The skunk and the magnolia, you know, of course the skunk has its scent, which deters predators or anybody who may harm it. And the magnolia has these really thick, waxy leaves, because just like in this relationship between the water buffalo and the oxpecker, the magnolia is a very ancient flowering tree. It's supposedly, possibly one of the first, if not the first flower to emerge on the planet. And so it's a very ancient design. And the pollinator that assisted this plant was the beetle. And I'm pretty sure the beetle still pollinates the magnolia. But just like the oxpecker, the beetle could begin to eat the leaves of this plant. And so over thousands, maybe millions of years of evolution, this plant has grown very thick, waxy leaves to protect it from the beetle, which the beetle also helps it again. So it's not that people are being malicious or, you know, anything like that, that the universe is against you. It's nothing like that. It's just that you're being reminded to do some self-care so that you aren't depleted of your energies and your resources. And of course, the porcupine has its quills. And The communicate card has a couple of meanings, and it's so interesting how all the cards work together to bring you a message, you know. So talk to the moon, communicate. So communicate your needs, communicate that you need some downtime, communicate that you know, you need to do some self-care to those who can either take on a little bit extra while you have downtime, whether that's somebody that you live with or somebody that you work with, or maybe just setting boundaries and expectations of, I am going to help you, I am going to do this thing that you asked, but I just want you to know that I'm off this weekend, or, you know, I'm off on Friday, whatever it is, just setting those expectations with them in a gentle way. We have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. It's almost like all of these cards have double meanings. So interesting. So you want to communicate your needs to others and set that expectation and set that boundary in a gentle way, that, you know, you need to do some self-care, and don't feel bad about it, because you can't help others if you aren't at 100%, right? You're not going to be doing anybody any service if you aren't at your full optimal, you know, place. And so you can only do that by resetting or recharging. Talk to the moon, communicate also talks about communicating with yourself, right? Being honest with yourself about your needs and taking time with yourself to allow yourself to kind of take in everything that's been going on lately, what you need to do, and figure some things out, work some things out. This is what the Hanged Man is all about, meditation, as well as this stone meditation. And the Devil card here is, you know, this is coming in the position, the guidance position. So what you're being guided to do is to indulge yourself, is to do that self-care, whatever that looks like for you. If that means that you take a day and you binge watch some show, or you go to the spa, or you get a massage, or whatever that self-care is, that's what this Devil card is speaking about. And underneath we have Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So give yourself the gift of self-care, and be grateful that you can do that, and show appreciation to others who allow you to do that. You know, if you do set that boundary and that expectation of, look, I'm going to need another day to get this done, or whatever it is, then, you know, make sure to show your appreciation for that downtime to the others that allowed you to do that. But the Devil card in this situation, in this spread, and in this location in the spread, is definitely speaking about indulging yourself and allowing yourself to have some downtime. So the Dear Spirit's second meaning in this message is to be gentle with yourself, right? And to be honest with yourself, to understand that you do need some downtime, and you do need to take care of your own needs, and that's going to not only benefit you, but benefit everyone, because you're going to be more productive, more creative, more motivated, more enthusiastic, better at whatever it is that you're working on if you have time to fill your cup, if you have time to recharge and refuel yourself. And the outcome that all of that will bring is a new perspective. So the Hanged Man, talk to the moon, communication, let it go, surrender to what is. The stone, the blue aragonite, that's all about connecting with the spiritual realm and relaxing the mind, relaxing the body, and meditating. is allowing yourself to stop doing, and working, and just, you know, receive from your higher self, receive from spirit, whatever inspiration or new perspective you need to then go back and address whatever issues may be coming up at this time. So even if it seems like there's a lot going on and you think that you can't afford to take a day, the universe is saying that really you can't afford not to, that you need to reset and recharge and have time to just reflect, really reflect on everything that's going on, and just whatever self-care, whatever that looks like for you, that's going to give you a new perspective. You know, the Hanged Man is also about taking a beat, right? Taking some time, taking a pause. And this pause is going to help you not only recharge and refuel and return revitalized, but it's also going to bring a fresh perspective to whatever situation you're currently dealing with. So that's nice. That is a nice message from Spirit, to go ahead and take a vacation day, right? And to indulge yourself, pamper yourself, do some self-care, and you will be all the better for it. So enjoy your day, enjoy your self-care day, your spa day, however you choose to do that. Wishing you the best. I hope this resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe. That encourages me, lets me know that the messages that I'm bringing you resonate, and it encourages me to keep providing more content for you. Best of luck. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card Harmony, which is number 27. It says, may sweet and soft things find you. Ease, inner child softness. As well as the stone jasper. All right, let's see what message you're meant to hear right now. What message is pile number 2 meant to hear right now? I do put the names of all the cards, decks that I use in the description box below, if that's something you're interested in. All right, we have Page of Wands. And the Hermit. Page of Cups. And 10 of Wands. So I do see something coming to an end and something new beginning. With this first card, Harmony, 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. And then you have 10 of Wands, so completion. Something coming to completion. All right, let's see if we can get more information about what that might be and what message you're meant to hear right now. I'm going to be choosing some cards from a few different oracle decks, starting with this one. What message does pile number 2 need to hear right now? All right, let's see what we have. Moonlight, enchanted. If you hear noise in the background, those are my dogs. The marten and foxglove. Parrot spirit, watch your words. This card keeps coming out lately. Ant spirit, time to collaborate. All right, I know this is pile number 3. I kept saying pile number 2, so I'll just say this because I had to stop, go back and look at my videos and see if I had already recorded pile number 2, which obviously I have. So I will just say this because I had considered redoing the cards, but these cards are so amazing that I didn't want to reshuffle and risk getting different cards because I feel like this is a really positive message. If you were drawn to pile number 2, then maybe that's why I was saying pile number 2. It's to let you know that there may be a message for you there as well. Okay, so on with this message, which is pile number 3. First of all, there is a message of enthusiasm. You know, we have Page of Wands, which is youthfulness and enthusiasm. This bird, which is called, let me check real quick, a bower bird. The way that it builds its nest, the male builds the nest to attract the female, is really like this work of art, you know, that it creates, and it does it with this enthusiasm, right? And we have the marten and foxglove here, and the marten is kind of in some folklore seen as this kind of little mischievous, playful animal that plays little tricks, not harmful tricks, but just fun little tricks on other animals. And the Moonlight Enchanted card speaks of, you know, embracing your inner child and looking for the magic in the world. And the Harmony card literally says on it, inner child. And the Moonlight Enchanted card speaks of engaging your inner child. And so there's this message of whatever your question is about, whatever area of your life is, to approach it with this childlike belief and innocence, right? So think of a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old that is handed a paintbrush and paint for the first time, and how enthusiastic they are about using the paint. I mean, they're just so excited about the actual medium, right? To be able to use the paint and the tools. Or if you can even think, you know, maybe the first time you went to school and you had all these school supplies, how exciting all of that was. And, you know, the 3-year-old or the 4-year-old that's painting that picture for the first time, there is no doubt in their mind that they are going to create anything less than something amazing, and their whole experience is just magical. They enjoy the process, they trust the process, and ultimately they're probably not even worried about the end product, but in the end they will be very pleased with their product. And so you are being invited at this time to have that kind of energy about whatever it is that you are working towards. And then the other thing is, you know, with the Hermit, in this particular deck, the Hermit is a spider weaving its web. So again, I see you creating something. And what does a web do? It catches things. And so what is your web catching? We have the parrot spirit, watch your words, which has a few different messages. One of them is about self-talk. So if you're saying things like this is never going to work, or this probably won't work, or I probably don't deserve this, then that's what you're going to catch in your web, right? The universe is parroting back to you what you are sending out. So that's, one of the messages of the parrot spirit. And so you are being invited to be mindful of your words and to be playful at this time, to engage your inner child and to be spontaneous, and also to expand your web so that you can catch the right resources to complete whatever it is that you are trying to complete, or to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, depending on what area this is for you. The Page of Cups has a capybara, which is known now to be the friendliest animal, right? It's a very friendly animal, and this is your guidance. This card comes up in the guidance position, so it's speaking about whatever it is that you're working towards or trying to achieve, is that if you will expand your web, right, catch more, cast a larger net, by being friendly and inviting others perhaps to participate in some way, shape, or form with whatever it is that you're working towards. Apparently the dogs agree that you'll have better luck. You'll have more to choose from, and it makes sense, right? If you have a bigger web, you're going to catch more insects, and you're going to be able to choose which meals you want to eat. And the parrot also speaks about not only self-talk, but then, what you are saying to others. So the energy that you put out, you're going to get back. Be mindful of the message that you're sending to yourself, but then also being this friendly, like the capybara, and then watching your words of gratitude towards those that do help you is going to attract more help. And so, for example, let's say you're going to host an event and you want a lot of people to come and you want it to be a very successful event. One of the ways you can ensure that a lot of people will be there is by allowing a lot of people to help you. So let's say, you need decorations, you need music, you need food, whatever else goes into the event, a location. And if you cast a large net and you invite a lot of people to help you facilitate this event, you could have multiple people contribute different food items, and multiple people contribute different decorations or put up the decorations. It can still be your vision, the event, you can have a theme and it can still be what you want, but being a little bit more open and spontaneous and allowing people to also put in a little bit of their creativity is going to build this enthusiasm that you're being invited to create, and you're going to get people excited about your event. And if they're contributing to the event, they're going to have some form of ownership, and of course they're going to come, right? And each one of those people that you invite to collaborate with you in this event is going to bring people. So your event will have more people, and the people that are there are really going to have pride and ownership in what they contributed, and it's going to be a successful event. So Of course, not everybody's having an event. That's just an example, but that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on is, it can still be your overall theme and vision, but maybe you don't have to um, be so specific and detail oriented about every single little detail. So, in the case of the event, you have a theme and somebody offers to bring a dish. Maybe let them decide what dish they want to bring rather than you telling them exactly what dish to bring or which recipe to use. Just being a little bit more open, because then that gives them the opportunity to also be creative. And again, in the end, what you'll have is this really amazing event with lots of people contributing. So that's, the harmony that you'll be creating, and just trusting in the process. Trusting that by inviting this collaborative effort, inviting others to collaborate with you, not only are you going to create this harmony, but just trusting that whatever this is, it will come out in the end beautifully. You also have here ant spirit, time to collaborate, right? We've already talked about that. Ants are excellent at doing this. Everybody has a job, and together they get the job done. And boy, are they good at it, right? Ants just, they are so strong and efficient and can create these amazing structures. And above the ant spirit card, we had the 10 of Wands, which, if you are familiar with tarot, the 10 of Wands can be a burden, right? Usually in the 10 of Wands, we see somebody bent over carrying a bundle of sticks. So it's twofold. One, it can be a burden, it can be a lot of work, but it's also it coming to completion. And this card is in the outcome position of the spread. So I do see whatever you're doing coming to completion. In this deck, the 10 of Wands has salmon. And what do salmon do? They swim upstream. They jump out of the water. They jump over rocks, beaver dams, all kinds of things. So imagine, riding a bike and your whole journey is uphill. And sometimes you even have to go over, things like curbs and speed bumps, and you have to go around trash cans or whatever, it's like an obstacle course, but the whole thing is uphill. And that's what the salmon does. And of course, the salmon is good at it and capable and is able to achieve that, which I see that you are able to achieve whatever it is that you're working on or trying to complete or achieve. I see that you are capable. You have the skill set to do it all on your own, but it would be a lot easier to complete if you had some help. So that is the message, is to just, ignite that creativity, that enthusiasm within yourself and within others, and be that friendly capybara, that friendly host, and allow others to collaborate with you in some way, shape, or form to have this project, task, goal completed, which, in the end is going to be so rewarding for everyone, and probably more will grow from it as a result. So yeah, I do see also that you're entering this period of just, magic. The Moonlight Enchanted speaks of entering kind of this magical period in your life. We all, life is about cycles, and we go through different cycles in our life. And the phase that you're about to enter, because again, I mentioned that we have a 9 here, we have 9 here, 10, and then pages. So something is coming to a completion. There's one kind of energy that's exiting, It's phasing out. That cycle is coming to a completion, and now a new phase is entering. So a new energy is entering. I see you entering a new phase, which is very magical. On the Martin and foxgloves are these little bells, which are believed to be the homes of fairies, very magical. And we see these little fairy lights around the Page of Cups card above the capybara. And we actually have a fairy in this card. So again, there is all this kind of magic and beauty that you are about to encounter in your life. And I do also want to read just straight off of what I Googled about the white jasper, because the description pertains so perfectly to what all of your cards are saying. The white jasper is thought to lift spirits and bring joy, nurturing our inner desire for calm and with our outer desires. It is believed to shield us from dangerous situations and balance those tendencies with a desire for variety, adventure, and new experiences. And so that's what I see happening for you as you are entering this magical, exciting, adventurous cycle in your life, this time period that's going to be so much fun. And you can help facilitate that by engaging with your own inner child and activating that enthusiasm for yourself and others. So that's beautiful. I'm so excited for you. If you are throwing a party or an event, let me know, because that would be awesome. But whatever's going on, I do want to hear, because this energy just sounds so fun and exciting, and I'm so excited for you entering this new phase, this new cycle. That is your message for today. I hope that it resonated. I hope it helps, and if it does, please like and subscribe. That lets me know that the messages are resonating, and it encourages me to continue to provide content for you. Have a blast. Enjoy. Thank you. Bye.